What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we have some extremely intriguing data mine information that was released actually yesterday, on top of everything else that we've had data mine. Now, this may come as a surprise to you, but the first thing that I got here is this. BS Shingo. Say what? BS Shingo. It doesn't make a lot of sense, my friends. Shingo has never been a boss character. Never. In fact, he's just a wannabe Kyo. He just wants the eternal flame and idolizes Kyo to the max, right? That's who this guy is. And I mean, Shingo's a cool character, but I mean, a BS character. So I'm very, very hesitant to believe something like that. It's kind of like, I mean, with SSK and SS Kula, I could believe it. I could absolutely believe it because we're getting the episode 2 Nest Saga Epic Quest. And those two characters fit right in with that. So I could expect something like that. But Shingo, BS Shingo? Nah. Something isn't right about that. Maybe there's some typo. Maybe somebody's trying to mislead us or pull one over our heads, but I don't believe it. I truly don't believe it. If that comes to fruition, I will be eating my words, my friends. I'm very skeptical of Shingo becoming a BS character. And I think a lot of people, in all honesty, to be fair, would be pretty upset about it because they'd be like, wait a minute. Why is he getting a BS, but Genetsu isn't, right? Or Mukai, right? Or Psyche, or Magaki, there's a lot of boss fighters that we would have as BS characters instead of Shingo, surely. So, yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but let me pull up this next one. Now, this one here has a little something for you. So, this one here actually says Rio BS. Now, again, like Shingo, Rio has never been a boss fighter in the game. He's never been one. But he's related to someone that was. That's right. The big man, Mr. Karate, right? And Mr. Karate, he's been in the Art of Fighting. He was in SNK versus Capcom. He was in King of Fighter 13, I believe. He's made a bunch of cameo appearances. He's been all over the place as far as KOF is concerned. And I tell you what, if this guy gets a BS version, the thing is, guys, Rio's not going to get no BS. I just don't believe it. But it makes me kind of think that maybe, I don't really know. I have no idea that Karate could get a BS version of him. And I tell you what, if he does, I'll be loving life because Karate's one of my favorites. This guy, whenever he came to the game, he made some massive impressions. It didn't last for long, but he was pretty much the best PvP character in the game. And I still use him to this day. Karate, this version of Karate's actually got a pretty decent kit. Really, the only thing he really lacks is survivability, right? And we all know if he gets a BS version, they're going to be addressing that, right? Because when it comes to BS and SS characters, they give them the works, right? They give them the decreased damage received, whether it's in their core effect or in their skills. They give them the reset hyper armors. They give them the freaking shield, like what Neo Tingo and Zero have. And by the way, I would freaking love it if he got a shield because we've seen how powerful that thing is, how much survivability it actually adds to the characters. It's just nuts. Or if he got like a hyper armor, then immunity, and then have a core effect. It's kind of like Paradise Honaka. We've seen her survivability, having the hyper armor 1 skill, and then having 4 seconds of immunity on another skill, and then having the decreased damage received. Something like that. But they're gonna make him. They could make him insane, right? And I might be jumping a gun on this. I don't really know if he's gonna get one. But this guy pretty much has one of my favorite 3PGs in the game. And like I said, Karate's biggest downfall is his survivability. If you don't have this guy leveled up and you don't play him carefully in Immortal Dungeon, he will croak. He will die. He's a glass cannon pretty much. But this skill, it gives me chills every time I see it. Oh, I love it so much, man. Oh, God. Whew, I love it. I gotta watch it again. And to this day, every time I play this character, I'm just like, oh my God. Whew. One of my favorite characters to play. And if he gets a BS version, I'd be flipping out. I would be flipping out. And again, I don't know. I mean, they're saying BS Rio. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, Rio fought his dad, right? Like his dad was the boss fighter. So it just doesn't make any sense. So for those of you that don't know, that maybe you're new to this game, spoiler alert, but Mr. Karate here is AKA Takuma, which is Rio's father. But I would love to see this guy get a BS version. And I would love to see him be a red character, just like he is right now. We need some good, strong reds. Well, we do got Neo Tengo, and we do got SS Mai. Actually, really, at this point, I guess it really doesn't matter. I mean, if we take a look at our SS and BS's here, let's see what we got. Oh, no, that's Ness. Turn that off. Clicking on the wrong thing. So SS and then BS. There we go. And these are all the characters that we got. So, we got 2 yellows, right? No, we got 3 yellows. We have 2 blues. Okay. So they could make him a blue defensive fighter if he's getting a BS version, or really any of the next BS characters that we could get. We have 3 purple. So we got purple of each typing. We have a yellow of each typing. We have a green of each typing. We have a red of attack and defense, but not balanced. So we could get a red balance, or we could get a blue defensive fighter, right? Because that's the ones that are missing. So I have no idea. I don't know if he's going to get one or not, but I hope he does. I hope he does get a BS version. I would freaking love it. Right? That'd be insane. I know I see those comments. They're like, BS Guinness. And it's like, hey, as long as I'm not playing PvP, I'm pretty happy to bring BS Guinness in there. All right. But if he's in PvP, if I'm playing PvP, then I'm going to be pretty scared. We already know what he's like already. Just the regular Fest version. So I'm like, scary. But in PvE, oh yeah. I welcome it 100%. And the thing about Mr. Karate is he does have that nice long 3PG. And, if he got a BS version, what kind of 3PG would he get? Would it be short since he already has a long one? Would he have a longer one or just as long? I mean, who knows, right? But another thing about Mr. Karate is, his 3PG can actually be interrupted by Rugal, or by Guild Raid. So, I mean, if you have one that can't be interrupted, that'd be pretty sick. So, knowing that we got all this datamine information about, SS Kula, SSK, and maybe Mr. Karate. I mean, they're saying Rio and Shingo, but I doubt it. I don't believe that. But because of this, I really would advise everybody to save your tickets. Save your summon tickets, even though I don't think you'll probably need them, but just to make sure, save them and save your battle card tickets. Save these things something fierce, because we just had the SS Honaka Carnival, which used memories, and Netmarble likes to alternate between memories and then cards. So I believe, whenever we get the next BS banner or SS banner, whichever it may be, probably going to be the SS banner more than likely with K and Kula, since we're going to have the episode 2 update, then you can almost bet there's going to be a carnival and they're probably going to want to use cards. So save your card summon tickets, because you might have to, get a bunch of points, and who knows, they might throw in another memory like what they did with Honaka, which would be amazing. I hope they do, but I don't know. This is one of them videos where it's just 100% speculating. I don't believe that Shingo and Rio are going to get BS versions. It doesn't make any sense at all. Netmarble's been really, really good. I mean, the dev team's been really good about catering to the right characters, especially as far as BS are concerned. I mean, when you look at the BS fighters, right? Rugal, Zero, Ignis, Chrysalid, Orochi, Geese. These are all bosses. They're not good guys. Rio and Shingo are good people, right? They're not boss fighters, and they've never been in the franchise. So it just doesn't make any sense. But Karate could definitely be a BS character. It is very possible. I mean, that, they put Rio, but I don't know. I really have no idea. Let me know in the comments what you all think. Do you think that means that Mr. Karate is going to get a BS version? Or do you think Rio is going to get a BS or Shingo? Let me know in the comments what you all think, and I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link will be in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.